and relevant issues, some that possibly had not even come to our mind, and some which were not brought forward even during the discussions this week. The clear question is it still necessary for us to have independent institutions, or should we depend on the existing ones?
Thank you, Vimbai. For me, I think it's really, it's one and the same thing. Either we strengthen existing mechanisms, institutional arrangements, regulatory frameworks. When you are in Africa, you want to deal with a number of dynamics first. We have a number of protocols. We have a number of declarations and that have been signed at the AU level, which a significant number of the African countries have not ratified, have not even signed. And for those that have signed and ratified, some are not even compliant. So that's problem level number one. Problem level number two is the question of peer review. Does it really work in Africa? That collective bargain, that collective policing, does it really work in our context? Sorry, I'm answering by questions. But it's a broader conversation. I'm pushing it back to everyone. Because you have standards on elections. You have standards and protocols on fighting corruption, on illicit financial flows, and so forth. What is the level of compliance? I encountered this problem of the word sovereignty, which is bigger than everything else in our context. The principle of non-interference in each other's domestic affairs. That presents you with a bigger challenge to deal with these issues at a collective sense. So, Vimbai, if I were to answer your question, I would say, let's start by fully implementing what we already have in place. I'm worried that this is going to create another layer, an institutional layer, that spends resources in setup, in establishment, and so forth. But I would encourage that we fully implement all the mechanisms that we have in place already. Let's follow through the common position on debt. Let's follow through, the initiatives that have been already put in place. Because as we are talking about public debt, you cannot also divorce yourself from talking about illicit financial flows, from talking about corruption, because these are basically leakages within our public purses. And when you go to borrow and you're wasting at home, people really ask you questions whether there's sincerity around that. So why don't we address these critical questions that are before us first fully? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that has laid it bare for us as we make presentations after this, then people can make their inputs. So I'm coming to Dr. Hort and Franklin.